The gladiator games of ancient Rome were more than sport. They were a struggle on three levels. One for survival, where every strike could mean life or death. One for the spectacular, a performance designed to awe the crowd and impress the emperors. And one for power, a stage where rulers displayed dominance, controlled the fate of men, and distracted the public from politics with bread and circuses, keeping the masses entertained and obedient. The arena for this spectacle was the Colosseum, a colossal amphitheater that towered over the city, echoing with the roar of tens of thousands of spectators. Here, amid the dust, sweat, and the blood-stained sand, the lives of countless men were gambled away like chips at a high-stakes table. Men from far-off lands were captured during Rome's endless wars or enslaved, forced into the brutal world of the gladiator games. Some were criminals, condemned to fight as punishment. Others, free men seeking fame, fortune, or social advancement, signed contracts to become professional gladiators. No matter the path, all faced the same sand and blood, where survival was never guaranteed. Among these men was Spartacus, a Thracian warrior, fierce and proud, whose story would become legendary. He was born in Thrace, a rugged region known for its hardy, fearless warriors. When Spartacus was young, he lived a free life, probably as a shepherd, in harmony with nature, unaware of the storms that were about to shake his world. But that tranquility was shattered when Roman forces invaded his peaceful Thracian homeland. Captured and sold into slavery, he was forced on a grueling journey to Rome, a stark contrast to the sun-drenched hills of his youth. As a slave, his dreams, aspirations, and hopes were crushed, and his spirit was tested to the very limits. He was sent to the gladiator school in Capua, one of the most notorious training grounds in the Roman world. There, men were molded into instruments of violence, their humanity often forgotten. Day in and day out, Spartacus and his fellow gladiators trained with swords, shields, and spears, not to build, but to fight, survive, and entertain. Every man was a pawn in the empire's game of spectacle and control. But Spartacus was no ordinary slave. Though battered and broken, his spirit endured. Amidst the brutality, hope flickered like a candle in the wind. He did not fight for applause or fleeting glory. He yearned for freedom, for the right to live life on his own terms. Opportunity came in 73 BC. Alongside 70 fellow gladiators, Spartacus orchestrated a daring escape. Under the cover of night, they overpowered their guards and fled. What began as a desperate bid for survival soon became a rebellion that shook the Roman Republic. The revolt quickly gained momentum. Enslaved peasants, deserters, and anyone daring to dream of freedom joined his cause. At its height, Spartacus commanded an army of tens of thousands, an unprecedented threat to Roman authority. They defeated Roman legions in several battles, demonstrating that courage, unity, and strategy could challenge even the mightiest empire. But Rome was not easily defeated. The Senate sent Marcus Licinius Crassus, one of Rome's wealthiest and most ruthless generals, to crush the rebellion. With careful strategy, discipline, and overwhelming numbers, Crassus slowly encircled Spartacus and his army. In 71 BC, surrounded and outnumbered, Spartacus made his final stand. He fought with skill, courage, and unyielding resolve, yet life is unfair. The oppressed do not always win. Most of the time, the other side triumphs. This was Spartacus's fate. Though Spartacus himself fell in battle, the Romans sought to make an example of his rebellion. Thousands of his followers were captured and crucified along the Appian Way, a grim reminder of the cost of defiance and the reach of Roman power. Even in defeat, however, their courage left a lasting mark, a testament to the unbreakable spirit of those who fought for freedom. Legends never truly die. Spartacus became a symbol of defiance, resistance, and the fight for liberty. His name echoed through the ages, inspiring generations to stand against oppression. If this story inspired you, hit like, share it with friends, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe or follow the channel to join us on more epic journeys through history. Stories that changed the world forever.